A lot of L1 and EB1C cases have to go through the merger and acquisition process to beef up or to create the affiliate relationship. But in this case, we had to do an emergency M&A, merger and acquisition, within 2 months and file the L1A extension because she saw 2 of her friends' L1s get denied. The entire family had to sell everything and go back home to China. She was extremely stressed out because her company was smaller than theirs. Only 9 people in the US. She's been here for 2 years. How is she going to win this L1 extension? How does she do it? Let's get to it. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph. I'm the managing partner here at Tsang and Associates, where we solve legal problems with creative solutions. So the client hired us with 2 months left before we had to file the L1 extension, and the situation was dire. There was only 9 employees in the US. The revenue, the profits, everything was far, far below what the original business plan said when she first got her L1. Now, it's okay if business doesn't always go according to the business plan, but with only 9 employees and low profit and low revenue for a car parts import-export company, it's quite hard to prove that you justify an executive position. But seeing her close friends' visas getting denied, having to sell the company, sell the family house, sell the cars, selling everything and then moving back to China after finally adjusting to the US, it's a nightmare. So she was extremely worried, and when she saw the original documents that was filed to get her L1, she actually found other companies' information in her application. The original attorney just used a random template and actually plugged in other people's documents. The names were wrong. It was a mess. So when she approached us, the brief was very simple. This is all I have. 9 employees, low profit, low salary. It's an import-export business. We work out of a warehouse. How do we justify this executive position? And we want the highest possible success rate possible. What can we do? What emergency measures can we do? And so during this initial strategy session, we had to come up with a plan that can help her file this within 2 months' time. And in understanding her empire, right? How she was able to build up her company and her employees. In the US, there were only 9 people, but overseas, there were 30. And then on top of that, she had a lot of affiliate partnerships, hundreds of them throughout Asia and in the US and in Europe. She had a lot of vendors, suppliers, customers that buy from her. She wasn't just direct to consumer. She also did B2B, business to business. So understanding her business model and why she was as successful as she is, we offered the plan of doing a merger acquisition. If she had somebody that she had a good partnership relationship with, maybe there's a way that she can buy out another company. Instead of 1, she might be able to buy 2 or 3 or 4. She said she didn't know, but she had a really good working relationship with all of these vendors. And some of them have been working with her company for 10 plus years and owes them like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the second step was to actually jump on a call and just to negotiate if this is a possible deal. We jump on a call with the CEO of all these other companies, one after another, to see which one is interested in selling their company for a good price, of course. After a few calls, one vendor was really interested. They were planning on retiring. They could get a good price. So we created a partnership agreement. Everybody signed. Shares were transferred. Funds were transferred. Debts were wiped out. So suddenly she went from 9 employees to now having 13 employees because she added an additional 4 on the other side of the coast. And then we created a merger and acquisition plan talking about all the different companies she is able to hire. So the last step was to explain this entire business model change. Before, the parent company sent her over, create a US entity, and was able to ship over the goods, and she was able to find vendors, send it to them to sell. It's a very traditional business model, but it just couldn't grow as fast as she wanted because it's so hard to hire employees in the US to train them. They leave. It's just, a foreigner coming to the US soil trying to establish a big company is actually extremely difficult. It turns out it's much easier and much better to directly just buy different vendors and then have them work underneath the franchise of this entire corporation. They still run it, they still make the profits, but now they're all one entity. She worked really hard for a month and a half to negotiate with the US vendor, to negotiate with the parent company, to make sure this business plan is able to go. She was able to secure the funding. It was a lot of work, but she got everything to us. We filed the case and it was approved. We doubled down on this methodology. She was able to buy more vendors, expand her empire, and then we filed the EB1C. The case was approved, so now the whole family got a green card. And that is how you use merger and acquisition as a creative solution to solve L-1A and EB1C problems. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Take care.